See, a man is not just what he makes in salary. A man is not just what he works on in his job and his career. A man is an ecosystem. He is a resource. His life is so important that it is crucial for him to do what he was born to do, because what he was born to do and what was put in him is going to ultimately benefit his family, his neighborhood, his job, his friends, his social circle in the time frame that he's born in. What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Welcome to the table. Gentlemen, we're not going to waste any time because you guys already know what I do when I jump on this camera. I get in the kitchen, I get cooking. Today is no different. Gentlemen, call to action. I need your help. One of the things that I've realized continuing to do this YouTube journey and do me in real life is that the female population spends a lot of time unaware of themselves. They spend a lot of time unaware of their actions, their outlook, their perspective. But guess what? A lot of men allow it. A lot of men are not verbal. They're not courageous. They're not bold. Quite frankly, you got a lot of pansies out here who are claiming to be men, but they're really not men. I talked about this briefly yesterday on my TikTok channel. Same name, True Table. Check me out. Go ahead and follow. Appreciate the support. But I talked about this briefly, a little 60-second clip, and I pretty much tried to explain the difference between men and males. You want to know the difference? I am glad you asked. That's what I'm here for. See, a man is not his biology. Some guys can get away with the fact that they have, a vast physique. Some guys can get away with the fact that they have early on body hair. They went through puberty at 8.5. Not 13 like us normal people, but 8.5, they had, the shadow growing, the jaw was realigned, the shoulders were getting chiseled, like they was out here already. At 9 and 10, they was taking people's lunch money. It was a problem. But gentlemen, if you think for 1 minute that a man is an exemplary example of physique alone, you're sadly mistaken. The biggest difference, the main difference between a male and a man is his mindset. His ability to be disciplined, his ability to structure, his ability to create, his ability to lead, his ability to change things. And one of the key things that I pointed out in this video was that, to keep it simple, because I was talking to the ladies, because see, I got y'all back. That's what I'm here for. I was explaining to women, because they're so clueless when it comes to this, that men are easy to identify. If you want to know that you're in the company of men, ladies, you need to look at that man's track record. You need to look at his life. You need to look at his social circle. You need to look at his choice of work or career or business, so on and so forth. You need to look at what he is literally living his life to achieve. And then watch out for things like, is there inconsistencies? Does drama follow him? Is this a gentleman that always has excuses when life happens or when life hits? Because what I have found, gentlemen and ladies that are listening, a man has moments of disparity. What I mean by that is, every man's going to have a breaking point. Every man's going to have a crappy day. Every man is going to have opportunities or situations that is going to cause him to question even himself. But men have to be made, right, those moments are bleak and short-lived. See, we're not allowed to live in our feelings and emotions and woe is me and life ain't fair and my daddy wasn't there and I didn't grow up in the right neighborhood and nobody taught me this and blah, blah, so on and so forth, right? We miss being a man gentleman is a achievement. It is a rite of passage. And see, we don't have that now. We don't have a society that where men are lining up and they are testing you to make sure that before you utter that you are a man, you gotta be tested. But anyway, there's a lot of males out here. There's a lot of wrong misrepresentation. And what I want for the call of action is I want the men, the thoroughbred, solid specimens that understand the pillars and the principles of what it is to be a man. See, a man is not just what he makes in salary. A man is not just what he works on in his job and his career. A man is an ecosystem. He is a resource. His life is so important that it is crucial for him to do what he was born to do. Because what he was born to do and what was put in him is going to ultimately benefit his family, his neighborhood, his job, his friends, his social circle in the time frame that he's born in. If you look at history, gentlemen, every man that did anything great was born in a specific time. Now, only God knows why, but if you look at who was great or is not considered great, the time frame that they were born in and what they chose to do in that time frame had lasting effects. Thomas Edison, Jefferson, the Wright brothers, Steve Jobs, like the list goes on. Throwing out just a couple of names that I'm sure you guys know. But gentlemen, we, on top of being great, have to hold the women accountable. The education that is necessary for them to be able to identify those solid specimens is utterly crucial. What is happening, though, is a lot of men are cruising by. A lot of males are cruising by on the pure fact that they get female validation. Oh, you're 6'5", maybe halfway decent? Okay, cool. So you can command female freaking attention. But guess what? That don't stop you from getting punched in your face. That don't stop you from getting manhandled out here in these streets. And on top of that, men need to be educating women. That's right. You need to be making sure that they are aware of the choices they make. See, one thing I do on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, if not on a daily basis, gentlemen, I am always in the company of women. Whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in my personal life, whether it's in my social life, I am always in the company of women. I don't mind being in the company of women. But I'm not pandering. I'm not made that way. I'm not kissing ass. I'm not trying to take them out on dates. What I'm doing is I'm checking their mental. I am constantly questioning the stupidity in the choices that they make. They hit me with the stories. They'll tell me about who they dating. They'll tell me about what's going on or who did what and this dude or whatever. And I listen. Yep, I listen. I put my hand on my chin and I give them this. Oh, really? Okay, all right. But guess what? They're going to get hit with the truth. Not my truth, the truth. Because I refuse to allow a woman to be in my presence and leave a conversation, a situation, or even that frame, that snapshot in her life to interact with me and her not here from a man. Yo, that decision you making, that's stupid. Why are you wasting your time? So on and so forth. Because a lot of what I see in this current market that is dating, a lot of what I see is the vast difference in perspective. You got women who think that they get an unlimited amount of choices when they make crappy decisions. No, that's not how it works. Then you have men that are so afraid of being by themselves or enduring the pressure of having to level up and remain being better, that they will allow for any little slop bucket of a girl to slide into their life, wreak havoc on his progress, and then have the audacity to have emotional trauma over it. And then, build up this wall because now they hurt because they over here messing with floozies, however, and not having a standard. No, accountability is for everybody. I give it either which way, like medicine. I'm going to give it to anybody that needs to be, prescribed, period. But, gentlemen, it is your responsibility to curate what is occurring in your life, your household, your neighborhood. You want to know one of the reasons why it disgusts me to see a man in a relationship that is exemplifying victim-like traits? Because I understand that he has no idea who he is. Why is it that you're in a relationship with a woman and you're saying that you need permission? How is that possible? How are you a grown man, a fully developed specimen, and you're saying that you were putting yourself in a position to have to ask permission? Are we in the 5th grade? Are we back in the days where they used to put the little pin through your shirt with the instruction for your parents on your back? Like, that's what you're saying. Y'all need to check it. Hey, man. So, we thinking about doing this. You want to join in? Oh, man, you know how it is. I just got to check in with the old lady, just make sure it's okay. You got to make sure it's okay. And I'm not saying, gentlemen, that you shouldn't have communication, because communication on top of anything is key for any relationship to work. But these men act scared. They act afraid. I used to have fellas back in the day, associates of mine, who used to say, well, I should I don't want to make her mad. And I'm like, make her mad? Like, is she going to put you in a closet? Is your life in danger? She going to take your lunch money? Like, you're afraid of your woman? Like, make it make sense. I don't understand. Anyway, back to my original point. Men, what you're seeing now in the behavior that is men and then the behavior that is women is entirely your fault. You cannot expect women to ever care about what you care about if you're not willing to speak about it. You cannot expect women to ever pay attention to what's important to you or men collectively if you are not willing to offend her, if you're not willing to educate her, if you're not willing to share with her your discomfort, maybe your pain, maybe your disappointment. Holding back your outlook on things, gentlemen, is the worst thing you can do as a man. And this, I don't want to hurt her feelings nonsense, trust me, she will survive. It ain't about hurting her feelings. It's about making her the full version of the woman that she was destined to be. But guess what? And if you guys didn't know, and I'm going to land the plane right here. If you are privileged, and that's right, I said privileged, to have a woman in your life, a solid woman, a quality woman, a woman that is giving you the attention and the time, your job is to develop even her. Your job is that when she meets you, her life should look different from the moment she arrives to you until the moment whatever happens, whether death do you part, whatever. Her life should look better. She should be speaking different. She should be thinking different. And guess why this is important, gentlemen? Guess why this is important? Because women are hive creatures. They're community minded. Whatever you show her is the path, is the blueprint. She's gonna echo that message. She's gonna take that information back to the hive, and she's gonna make sure to educate the very women that she's around. And you will start to see the education and the awareness that collectively women will have for the male mindset, for the male lifestyle, for the male outlook. But if you men are not willing to open your mouth, if you men are too cowardly to offend her, well, then you suckers are going to keep on experiencing what you got going out here in these streets nowadays. And I don't want to hear no complaining about it. I'm doing my part. You need to do your part. That is what I want to talk about today. This is Daniel Rucker with Truth Table signing out. I ran my analytics the other day. If you have not already hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. All the people that are putting eyes on the channel, thank you so much. But I still need your help. 84% of you guys are not subscribed. So tell me what I need to continue to do to earn your subscription. I appreciate the time. Thank you for hanging out with me for 15 minutes or so today. You guys be easy. Till next time.